Balance. Welcome to HOOTY'S World, where today we're learning how to balance. Okay, so where you want to practice your first balancing technique, and that is just walking on a straight line. So if you're looking for a straight line, maybe go try to find a crack in the parking lot, maybe on your driveway or something, or if you have some chalk, make a straight line as possible and walk on that. So here, we got a little bit of tape down. That's a good one. Get some tape. Make a big taped line and walk on that line. And just put one foot right in front of the other. Now I know this looks easy, but it can be a little tricky when it's about 15 feet tall. So something you want to do when you're walking on this line, you want to hold your hands out like this. This is going to help you balance. Now if you have your arms dipping too far one way, you're going to fall over. So make sure they're nice and straight. You're standing up tall, and you can walk on that line one foot after the other. Okay, so after you mastered just walking on a line that's flat on the ground, what I want you to do, try to find an obstacle that's a little higher off the ground, like a parking curb or maybe just a big log, and practice walking on that obstacle. Now here's a couple techniques on how to do that properly. Okay, now what I want you to do is use that arch of your foot to balance on the obstacle. Have your toe grip the rail as you're balancing. Now remember there, make sure you have your arms out to keep yourself balanced too. And another quick note, look straight at the end of the obstacle, and that'll help you keep balanced as well. So arms out to keep yourself balanced. I'm gripping with those toes, and I'm looking at the end of the obstacle, and that's how I'm able to balance really well. Okay, and once you get really comfortable, you can take it even higher. Now I want to suggest walking up something this high at first. Take it a little lower, maybe hip height. That way you can drop down safely, go into a safety roll, because we know how to do those. And that way, you're going to stay safe. Okay, it's time to balance on our hands now. And able to do that, there's a couple techniques you need to learn. The first technique is called a headstand. And what a headstand is where you put your elbows on the ground. You're going to put your head flat on the ground. Be careful with your neck now. Don't try to roll it too hard, because then you can get a strain in your neck. Head on the ground and lift your feet straight up in the air and balance on your head and your elbows and your forearms. And you can do this for a long time. This is a good way to balance and get ready for the handstand. Now another thing, if you're starting to fall forward, just go straight into that safety roll and you'll be just fine. Okay, you got your headstand down. Now let's jump into the handstand. This might be a little advanced for some of you guys because your arms might not be strong enough, but if you practice enough, you'll be able to get it. And I'm going to show you how to practice. First thing you're going to try to find is a nice flat wall, or even maybe your bedside. So you're going to put your hands against the wall and you're going to kick your feet all the way up. So make sure you drive those heels all the way up. Keep those arms as straight as possible. If you bend them, you're going to fall down. So don't do that. Keep those arms straight, kick the feet up, make sure they make contact with the wall. That way you're doing a handstand with an assisted wall. And it should look something like this. So arms are straight, feet are against the wall. Now to come out of it, I'm just going to drop one leg and the other leg should follow. So another way to get up the wall, because we did that one way where we drive our feet all the way up. Now put your feet on the wall, get them as straight as possible, and then walk your hands to the wall like this. Now something about gripping the ground with your hands. You don't want your hands necessarily flat. You kind of want to have them where they're gripping the floor. And that's going to keep you a little bit more balanced. Another thing that you don't want is a wide handstand. You don't want your arms too wide. You want them about shoulder length And that's going to keep you up nice and straight. And then to come down off of this, you can just walk yourself back, or even more fun, go into your safety roll. So what's great about balancing is you can do this at home. You don't need a big fancy parkour gym to practice this. You can practice this anywhere. So practice at home. I'm going to show you how to do some handstands at the house. Okay, let's go into our freestanding handstand. This time, what I want you to do, I want you to get your hands on the floor, just like you did earlier. You're going to grip the floor with your fingers, and you're going to kick your feet up like you did. Now, while doing a handstand, you're going to notice your legs are going to want to tilt either too far forward or too far backward. So what you ideally want is your legs to be straight to the ceiling. Now, I know it might take some time to where you can get that balance, but once you have them straight to the ceiling, you're going to have a better handstand. So grip the floor, stare at your hands as you do. You don't want to really have your head looking this way or too far down that way. That's going to make you kind of waver your legs as well. So I'm gripping the floor. I'm going to kick my legs up. So a couple things that you want to make sure of. Doing this safely. Now, I know it's a freestanding handstand, so the only thing that you can possibly do when you're doing your handstand and you fall over is to remember your safety roll. So remembering the safety roll here, there, to keep you safe. But you can also do it to a cartwheel, which we're going to go over in a little bit, like that. Those are a couple ways to keep yourself safe. One, the final way, grab a couple pillows like this, put one in front of you, one behind you. That way, if you lean too far over, you can land on a nice soft pillow. All right, guys, you just learned the handstand. Now you're probably thinking, how's a handstand parkour? Well, handstands are a perfect prerequisite to learn a cartwheel. So figure out which way you like to cartwheel. Do you like to cartwheel left? Or do you like to cartwheel right? And if you're still not sure, well, try both. So let's go over the techniques a little bit. So the first thing I want you to do, pick a side of a wall that you're going to face. I'm going to face this direction here. And the second thing you're going to do is you're going to take your hands and you're going to place them at the opposite side of that wall. So it's facing the other wall. And now I know you're probably thinking, well, I can't throw my legs over my head that high. That's okay. We can start with baby cartwheels and then build your cartwheels up. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here, come down, lift your right leg and left leg, and then you'll be facing the opposite side of the wall again. Okay, something that's going to help you out a lot going into a cartwheel is the leg drive. Driving your leg up as you go down and placing your hands to the ground. So when you go up for it, once you put those hands and they start going down, I want you to start driving that opposite leg up. And that's going to build some more momentum or more speed up in the air and get you around a little quicker. So I'm here, I'm driving that right leg up, and that's going to make you do a better cartwheel. Okay, guys, let's go over the cartwheel one more time. So we're going to break it down in some steps. Step number one, which way do you like to cartwheel? I like to cartwheel to my left. So I'm going to face one side of a wall. I am going to place my foot down, foot heading this direction. My hands are going to go the opposite direction where I'm standing, and then I'm going to drive my leg up as I go down. If you do that with some speed, you'll get a cartwheel. And if you're going toward your right, do everything but the opposite. I'm driving that left leg this time, but it's going to point that direction. Hands go opposite side of the wall, and I'll land my cartwheels. Thank you guys for watching HOOTY'S World. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe button, share it with a friend, take what you learned today, and go play. Get off your devices, get off your phone, get off your computer, get off whatever you're watching this video on. Go have some fun today and try something that you learned.